Imagine stepping into a machine, pressing a button, and moments later, bam! You're in the year 3025. Flying cars, interstellar vacations, robot societies, or maybe you're walking among the pharaohs, watching the Great Pyramid being built. Time travel has fascinated humanity for centuries, but what if it actually became possible? In this episode of Science Explainer, we take you on a journey through physics, paradoxes, theories, and mind-bending possibilities of time travel. Buckle up, this is not just science fiction anymore. Time travel isn't new to human imagination. The first serious mention dates back to 1895 with H.G. Wells' novel The Time Machine. But even before that, myths and stories like the Hindu Mahabharata or Japanese folktales played with time dilation and future journeys. What made it more than just fantasy was science. Enter Albert Einstein. In 1905, his theory of special relativity cracked open the door to time travel, not by magic, but by math. Einstein's theory showed that time isn't absolute. It stretches and contracts depending on speed and gravity. For example, if you travel near the speed of light, time for you slows down compared to someone on Earth. This is called time dilation, and it's been tested with atomic clocks on jets. They ticked slightly slower than those on the ground. Black holes also distort time. Get close to a supermassive black hole and time slows drastically. Theoretically, this could let you skip ahead into the future, but traveling back in time, that's where things get complicated. There are several scientific models for how time travel might work wormholes. These are shortcuts in space-time predicted by Einstein's field equations. If you connect 2 points in time through a wormhole, you could potentially jump between them. The problem? We don't know how to keep a wormhole open. Exotic matter might help, but we haven't found that either. Cosmic strings. These hypothetical defects in space-time could warp time if they move past each other at near light speeds. Tipler cylinders. An idea that involves a massive rotating cylinder dragging space-time with it. It sounds wild, and building one would be beyond our current engineering limits. Closed time-like curves. These are loops in time predicted by Einstein's equations where an object could return to its starting point in time. Time travel to the past opens up the infamous paradoxes. The most famous, the grandfather paradox. If you travel back and prevent your grandfather from meeting your grandmother, how could you be born to make that journey in the first place? Other paradoxes include predestination paradox, everything you do in the past was already meant to happen. Bootstrap paradox, what if you gave Shakespeare his own plays? Who really wrote them? And then of course there's the butterfly effect. One small change in the past could create massive, unpredictable consequences in the future. So, is time travel real? According to physicists like Kip Thorne and Michio Kaku, it's theoretically possible. But technologically, we're not even close. It would require energy levels and materials we haven't discovered yet. Still, researchers are experimenting. Quantum entanglement, quantum tunneling, and simulated time loops are all pushing the frontier. We might not be time-traveling tourists yet, but science isn't done trying. If we could travel through time, who would be allowed to? Would it be governments or maybe billionaires? What if someone decides to go back and prevent a war, or honestly cause one? Time travel brings up some really deep ethical questions like, should we try to alter tragedies? Can we stop crimes before they even happen? Should history stay preserved, or is it okay to rewrite it? Philosophers, ethicists, and even politicians would be faced with decisions that could affect the very fabric of reality. Time travel has really exploded in pop culture. From Back to the Future all the way to Avengers Endgame, it lets us dream big. And yeah, ask those tough what-if questions. While these stories often take a lot of creative liberties, they actually help fuel public interest in real science. Shows like Dark or Loki even dive into deep theoretical concepts like branching timelines and paradox loops, topics that physicists are still actively debating. Time travel, while still totally theoretical, is honestly one of the greatest puzzles in science. It challenges everything we think we know about cause, effect, and destiny. Whether it becomes possible in 100 years or never, it really reminds us of one thing: time is precious. Whether we can go back or not, we should make the most of every moment as we move forward. If you enjoyed this journey through time, don't forget to like, subscribe, and, hit that bell icon. Share your favorite time travel movie down in the comments. This is Science Explainer, and we'll see you